graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
1, 2, 3. There we go. What's going on, everyone? Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ. We got some afternoon baseball today out at Progressive Field. It'll be the Guardians who are hosting the Angels. The Angels this year are 16-27, and the Guardians are 23-21 as they are looking for a sweep out against the Angels. And we'll see how that occurs and if that ends up happening for sure. Yes, okay, it is 1:02 p.m. Eastern Time. It is a gorgeous day out at Progressive Field. Jose Ramirez is signing baseballs and hats, and there's like a crowd of kids that are over there trying to get his signature. That's so cool. Maybe it's like a field trip or something. That's so awesome. Shout out to J-Ram. Shout out to all the great baseball players. So this afternoon we got Reed Detmers on the hill facing Parker Messick. And so Detmers this year has overall been very solid. Unfortunately, though, over his last couple of outings, he has not been as good as he was earlier in the season. He only went 3 2/3 in his last outing, ended up giving up a total of 2 earned runs, and also walked 6 batters, which is a career high for him. He did only strike out 3 as well, and only gave up 2 hits, but just had a really tough time just finding his command and just locating pitches throughout the zone. So that was really a big thing, and Detmers could not do that. So we'll see if he's going to be able to bounce back or not. The other guy that's going to be on the hill is Parker Messick. And Messick has a 4-1 record this year, along with a 2.3 ERA and 51 strikeouts as well, and a .98 whip, which is 12th best in all of baseball. He did pretty good in his last outing against the Minnesota Twins. He only gave up 1 earned run. He allowed 7 hits, and he struck out 7 batters. He got his 4th win of the season and ended up facing a total of 24 batters. I thought that he looked really good out there in his last game. The only run that he ended up allowing ended up being a Ryan Jeffers RBI single, and that was in the 6th inning. Throughout the first 5 innings, he was dominant out there. And then in the 6th inning, they ended up taking him out because he was starting to leak some oil, and he was done after that. But other than that, he did really good. So I do want to hear what your final score predictions are down below. And also let me know who your MVP is for this game. My final score prediction, I'm going to go 8-6 in this game. 8-6 is my final score. And I got the Angels taking care of business today. I think that Detmers is going to do overall a good job. But I think that the Angels are going to give him late run support, and they're going to come back and win. That's how descriptive I am with this. I don't think that they're just going to win 8-6. I think it's going to be a comeback win. So that's where I stand on how this game is going to go. So I got 8-6 Angels today. That is my final score prediction. And my most valuable player for today's game, I'm going to go with Zach Neto. Zach Neto, I think, is going to have a couple of big-time hits, and he's going to really do an awesome job at the plate and defensively as well over at short. I just think that he's going to make a big-time type of a play today, and it wouldn't shock me if he ends up being the MVP, and that's why he's my pick. So, not Mike Trout, not Joe Adell, Zach Neto is who I'm going to go with today. All right, so let me know what yours are, or who yours are down below. And, yes, all right, so without further ado, let's get on into the starting lineup for this afternoon. So, for the Halos, they got Vaughn Grissom batting leadoff. Then it'll be Mike Trout batting second. Trout is out in center field. Grissom's over at first. Joe Adell is batting third, and he's playing out in right field today. Then you got Jorge Soler, who is the DH. And then that'll be followed up by Oswald Peraza, who is batting fifth. Zach Neto is playing over at shortstop. He'll be batting sixth. Yohan Moncada is over at third base, and he'll be batting seventh. Sebastian Rivero is the catcher. He'll be batting eighth. And last but not least, in the ninth spot, you got Bryce Teodosio, who is out in left field. Bryce has certainly dealt with a lot of injuries, but he is in the lineup today, out in left field. For the Cleveland Guardians, they have Aniel Martinez, who is out in center field. He'll be batting leadoff. Jose Ramirez is DHing. He'll be batting second. Chase DeLauder is out in right field. He'll be batting third. Fourth is Rhys Hoskins, who is playing over at first base. Then that'll be followed up by David Fry, who is out in left field. Travis Bazzana, the left-handed second baseman, will be batting sixth. And then you got Daniel Schneemann, who's playing over at third base. He'll be batting seventh. Austin Hedges is the catcher, and he'll be batting eighth. No Patrick Bailey today, excuse me. And Brian Rocchio is going to be batting in the ninth spot. He'll be playing over at shortstop, and he is the caboose. So once again, for the Guardians, they got Martinez, Ramirez, DeLauder, Hoskins, Fry, Bazzana, Schneemann, Hedges, and Rocchio. No Stephen Kwan today, and no Patrick Bailey today, as they both have the day off for the Cleveland Guardians. And, of course, as we mentioned before, on the bump for Cleveland is Parker Messick, and Reed Detmers is going to be on the hill today for the LA Angels. If you are new to my channel, please make sure that you guys hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. Would really appreciate that. You guys are the absolute best. But yes, we should be ready to get started in just a few moments. Appreciate you all for being on here. It's 56 degrees, mostly cloudy out in Cleveland, Ohio. A beautiful day for some baseball. You do see some long sleeve shirts, some sweaters as well. And there's Mike Trout signing some autographs. Obviously, that's a really cool souvenir to be able to get a Mike Trout signed baseball. Showing a replay of Aniel Martinez, who ended up launching a shot out to right field last night, and Joe Adell ended up robbing him on a home run. This guy is just so good defensively out in right field, and if he doesn't win a Gold Glove this year, I don't know who else is a Gold Glove candidate, really. He is just owning that right field corner. So we should be ready to get things started in just a little bit. The crew chief for this afternoon, Dan Iasagna, is over at home plate. Adam Beck is over at first. Jonathan Parra is over at second. Jeremy Rehak is the third base umpire. And as the Angels are going to lead things off, the Guardians' defense, it'll look just like this. Catching behind the plate today is Austin Hedges. Over at first base, it's Rhys Hoskins. At second base, it's Travis Bazzana. At third, it's Daniel Schneemann. And at shortstop, it's Brian Rocchio. And then the outfield from left to right, you got David Fry in left, Aniel Martinez in center, and in right field, it's Chase DeLauder. Guardians are in their white and red uniforms with their blue long-sleeve shirts underneath their jerseys. And they have the white tops and the white bottoms, the red Cleveland hats with the C as the logo painted in dark blue. And the Angels are in their regular away uniforms. They got the red tops and the white bottoms, the red letters that say Angels going across the chest. And we should be ready to rock and roll and get things started momentarily. Okay, so let's try to see if the 3D is going to work today. I don't know if it will. Let's see. Let's give it a test. It is. Okay. So the 3D is back up and running. And here we go. First pitch underway. And that is going to be taken for a called ball. Let's try to match this back up, though. And wait just a second. All right, so up to bat is Vaughn Grissom. And as we said before, the first pitch is down for ball one. There's Dan Iasagna over as the home plate umpire. And here's pitch number 2, and that's taken down for ball 1. Pitch number 2 is actually fouled away. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Messick comes set and delivers, and the next pitch is down and in for ball 2. So that makes it a 2-1 count. Next pitch is going to be chopped over towards the left side, and that'll be a foul ball. All right, so let's change this now. So that way you guys can see this loud and clear. Good. Good stuff. 2-2. Change up that's thrown, and that's going to be taken for ball 3. There we go. That looks better. Good stuff. All right. Parker Messick on the hill. Left-handed pitcher. That's why the Angels have their righties stocked up in the lineup today. 3-2 on the way, and that ball is lined down the third base line, but it is a foul ball. And the count still remains at 3-2. The Angels are 16-27. The Guardians won both games of the series so far. They won 7-2 on Monday. They won 3-2 on Tuesday. They're looking to try to sweep them. 3-2 pitch, and that's another foul ball. That's really weird. I don't know why that happens. 3-2 pitch, and that is taken down and in for ball 4. And Grissom is going to get on with a leadoff walk to start off the top of the first inning. And that'll bring up Mike Trout. So Grissom gets on with a walk. He's over at first base. And Mike Trout is going to come on up to the plate. Let's make sure that we say hello to everybody here. The Underground is here. He says, "Let's go Tribe. How you doing, my friend? Thank you for subscribing to the channel." Pitch to Trout, and he's going to pop this one up and fly it out over towards right field. That ball traveled a little bit further than I thought, but plenty of room to make the grab out in right field for Chase DeLauder. And there's out number 1. What's up, Chua? How you doing? Let's go Cleveland. I got 5-4. Afternoon, JJ in chat. Good day to you. What's going on? Good afternoon to you. JJ, why is my name in blue now? Because somebody made you a mod and gave you a wrench. The pitch, and that's taken down for a ball. Joe Adele is up to bat. A .275 average, 6 homers and 25 RBI. The pitch is going to be taken down low for ball 2. And so it's now 2 balls and no strikes. That's right. How did I become a mod? I don't know. Magic. 2 balls, no strikes. Top of the first. The pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Hit the top tier of the zone. The YouTube gods. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the 2-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. That changeup was pretty good, gotta tell you. Messick did an excellent job throwing that pitch. Just could not time it up. Nah. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 3 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 2-2 pitch comes back at him with a fastball. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And Adele is down on strikes. I knew that the fastball was coming. I was like, yep, he's going to be late on it. They're going to go to a fastball on the upper tier of the zone and go to the outside corner. I knew exactly where it was going to go. And that's exactly where it did go. So 2 outs, top of the first. And Jorge Soler comes up, and he ropes one over to shortstop, but Rocchio makes the leaping catch. And so Jorge Soler drills one over towards short, but an excellent play by Brian Rocchio, and the inning is over. So no runs, 1 man left, and we played just half an inning so far, and we go to the bottom of the first out of Progressive Field. Martinez will lead it off. A Mets fan probably hacked his YouTube account. How did you know? How did you know? It was actually a Knicks fan. You were close, though. You were close. I'll give you that. David Fry is my MVP, says Chris. What's up, Chris? Good afternoon to you, my friend. Good to see you on here. Aniel Martinez will be batting leadoff for the Cleveland Guardians, and then it'll be Jose Ramirez batting second. Ramirez is DHing today. Chase DeLauder's out in right field. He'll be batting third. Rhys Hoskins is playing over at first. And it's David Fry batting fifth, playing out in left field. And Travis Bazana is over at second base. He'll be batting sixth. Daniel Schneemann is playing over at third base for Jose Ramirez. He'll be batting seventh. Eighth is Austin Hedges. He is the catcher. And last but not least, Brian Rocchio is playing over at shortstop, and he is the caboose. He will be batting in the 9th spot. So no Stephen Kwan today. Kwan has the day off. And also no Patrick Bailey as well. Guardians just got Patrick Bailey not too long ago. So Bailey is not in the lineup today. And on the bump for the LA Angels is Reed Detmers. Now, we talked about it before. We said that he walked 6 batters in his last outing and only went 2 innings. So he's looking to try to have a bounce-back performance this afternoon, and we'll see how he does. This is a guy who, when he's on, he's on. But when he's off, might be a rough day for your manager. The pitch, and that is called a ball. No challenge provided by Sebastian Rivero. Looked like it was a high strike, but they didn't call it. 1 ball, no strikes to Aniel Martinez, and the 1-0 misses inside for ball 2. Well, 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 pitch is in there for strike 1. Well, congratulations to Jake Berger. He was honored as the Players Trust announces that Jake Berger was the most valuable philanthropist honoree for May. 2-1 pitch, and there's a high fly ball. Hit out over to deep left field. Martinez goes yard as that goes into the tunnel out in left field. More on that in just a few seconds. Aniel Martinez ends up hitting a home run. After he got robbed last night. He's like, you know what, I'm going to hit this one out to left field. He technically did homer last night, too. But he also got robbed last night. There's Jose Ramirez, and Ramirez takes ball one just a bit outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Ramirez batting on the right side, facing Reed Detmers, and the 1-0 is down for ball 2. So Jay Berger was honored as Most Valuable Philanthropist for May. He was awarded $10,000, the Rangers infielder himself awarded $10,000 grant in support of his work helping individuals with Down syndrome and their families through the Berger Family Foundation. This is in its 30th year the Players Trust has supported and amplified players' philanthropic and community engagement efforts by providing resources that extend their reach and impact. That's really cool. It was established in 1996. And the next pitch is taken down for ball 4, and Jose Ramirez gets on with a walk. So Aniel Martinez hit a home run, and Jose Ramirez walked, and Chase DeLauder comes up to bat. DeLauder, a left-handed hitter. His average is down to 286. It was really up. It was up to 308 about a week ago or so. But throughout this month, he's batting .359 with 14 hits and 39 at-bats. Pitch on the way. That's going to be taken inside for a ball. Ramirez goes over to second base, dives in there, and he's safe. And so, Jose Ramirez is now in scoring position. He has the most stolen bases in the American League with 17. And he got himself a very good jump there. Was able to just get his left hand in there safely. And he kept his hand on the bag, too. The pitch. And now it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Chase DeLauder. I think that it was a wise move for Vogt to switch Ramirez, put him at the 2 spot, and have DeLauder bat in the 3 spot because he's been driving in some more runs. Next pitch, and that's taken down and away for ball 2. A 1-0 lead thanks to a solo home run from Aniel Martinez. He homered yesterday and also got robbed on a homer as well. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the first. Jay Ram in scoring position. And here's the pitch. And that's up high for ball 3. The count's now 3-1. How about the Twins, by the way? They've won 3 games in a row. They're looking to make it 4 in a row tonight against the Miami Marlins. 3 balls, 1 strike. Detmers gets set and delivers, and this is lined off the back of Detmers. He has to go after it, gloves it over to first, and it's not in time to get Chase DeLauder. And obviously the trainers are going to go check up on Reed Detmers to see if he's okay. He stayed with the play, though. Ended up fielding it with his glove and tossing it over to first base with his glove. Actually got him over towards the back thigh. Regardless, though, DeLauder is safe over at first. And it's an infield single, and there's still nobody out. This is a really good try. And obviously, they're checking up on Reed right now to make sure that he is okay. think they're going to have him throw a couple warm-up tosses. Kurt Suzuki's also there, as well as the trainer. The defense this afternoon for the LA Angels. Reed Detmers is on the mound over catching behind the plate is Sebastian Rivero. Throws a couple of warm-up tosses, Detmers, and he says that he's good. In the infield from first to third, it's Grissom, Peraza, Neto, and Moncada. And from left to right in the outfield, Bryce Teodosios in left, Mike Trout is in center, and Joe Adell is out in right field. Here's Rhys Hoskins, batting just underneath the Mendoza line at 185. J. Rams at third, DeLauder's at first. And the pitch, that's down for a ball. There's still nobody out. It's a 1-0 ball game in the bottom of the first. David Fry waits in the on-deck circle. And in the hole is Travis Bazana. What's up, Lou? 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's now 1 ball and 1 strike. So welcome aboard, new mods. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the 1-1 foul ball. So someone's just misbehaving in the chat. I trust you. If someone's cursing, time them out. You be the judge. If someone is being mean, you can just click on their name and say hide on this channel or put them in the timeout. 1-2 pitch, and that is up high for ball 2. You were sad about the Ducks last night? Yeah. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the first. The 2-2 pitch. And a called strike 3 at the knees. Detmers with a nasty slider. And Hoskins thought it was going to go a little bit lower, but all he did was look at that pitch and just went back to the dugouts. It's a really good pitch. What if we ban ourselves, says Caleb? What if? That can't happen. You can't ban yourselves. The pitch, and that's outside for a ball. I'll allow it if I could, but YouTube I don't think does. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch, it's a bouncing ball hit over towards the right side of the mound. No throw made over to home. The throw to first, though, is in time. It's an RBI ground out, a 1-3 ground out, and Jose Ramirez scores. DeLauder goes over to second base. It's a 2-0 lead for the Guardians. Up next is Travis Bazana. And David Fry with his 8th RBI of the season. Two outs, bottom of the first. And here is Travis Bazana. Left-handed hitter. First pitch, swing and a miss. That was a fastball at 94. I front-loaded my therapy clients this week. I'm off the next 2 days to babysit my nieces, so I'm happy, says Lou. That's awesome. My friend is a huge Ducks fan. They are like my secondary team when the Flyers go out, and I want Torts to lose. That's a tough spot to be in, my friend. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the first, 2 away. And we got our runner over at second base. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch, swing and a miss. Got a fastball at 94 miles per hour. Oh, man. 2-0 ball game, bottom of the first. Beautiful day out in Cleveland. A little bit chilly, though. But the sunshine looks awesome. 1-2 pitch, and it's barely outside for ball 2. I hate when I say it's a gorgeous day outside, and then it's like 30 degrees, but like it looks so sunny. It's something I gotta work on. 2-2 pitch, outside for ball 3. And the count is now full at 3-2. Daniel Schneemann waits in the on-deck circle. And here's the payoff pitch. This is popped up and skied out over towards right field. Adele, says that he has it. And he will shift over towards the alleyway to make the grab. And the inning is over. However, Aniel Martinez hits a leadoff home run. And David Fry gets an RBI groundout. And the Guardians scratch off 2 runs against the Angels, and we go to the second inning, 2-0 Cleveland. Cheers, everybody. L'chaim. So, chat, I just wanted to let you guys know that we actually have a change in schedule today. I screwed up when I made the schedule. So, that's why I say these things. That's why I say when I make the schedule, subject to change. I screwed up. So tonight is the night that we do the Dodgers game tonight after the Phillies game is done. So the Dodgers play against the Giants at 10:10. So once the Phillies game is over, we're doing that game. That makes up for Monday. We took off Monday night. So I owe you a triple header. Tomorrow is just a double header. So we're just doing the Phillies tomorrow night. And then tomorrow afternoon, we got the Brewers and the Padres. That should be a really good game. I'm excited about that. That game will be at 1:40. They actually also play tonight at 7:40. But yes, so Dodgers and Giants is not tomorrow night. It's tonight instead. Just wanted to let you guys know. You doing any more charity streams soon, says Caleb? I want to do another one during the summertime, probably towards like the middle of summer. I haven't talked as much about it yet, but I do want to do another event during the middle part of the summer, like middle of August-ish type of a thing. So here we go to the top of the second. 2-0 Guardians. And Peraza is up in the box. And he takes a called strike right at the knees. Triple-headed today, yep. We're grinding. The ball is 1 strike. And the pitch is fouled away. I got the most randomest question for you guys. I just want to get you prepared for this. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch, foul ball. All right, so here's a random question for you. Have any of you ever gone speed dating? Or do you know what speed dating is? 0-2 pitch, and that's outside for a ball. The 1-2 pitch. And this is going to be floated out over towards shallow right field. DeLauder says he has it, and he does as his hat comes flying off. He had to come running in a long ways to make the grab and get the first out. L'chaim, JJ. Yes, sir. Have any of you ever gone speed dating? One out, top of the second. So Peraza is out, and Zach Neto comes up, and he slices 1 foul. Are you considering speed dating? I'm just curious. I am thinking about it, but I would just like to know if anybody else has done it before. I honestly wouldn't do speed dating. 0-1 pitch, and that's outside for a ball. Have you ever done it, is my question. I'm not saying that I'm doing it. I am just curious to see if any of you have done it. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch, and that's down and away for ball 2. Because it's like very fast job interviews. I did it once, says Lou. The 2-1 pitch, and that is outside for ball 3. Neto hitting .216. 3 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch fouled away. Hit that thumbs up button for me if you can, and subscribe to the channel. So far, Zach Neto is 1 for 9 in this series with a walk, 3 strikeouts, and a run scored. He's had not such a good month of May. 3-2 pitch, and that is a foul ball. We've been talking about Brandon Marsh's hitting streak. He has a 13-game hitting streak, but Chase Meidroth for the Chicago White Sox is on an 11-game hitting streak. 3-2 pitch, and that's down low and inside for ball 4. And Zach Neto gets on with a 1-out walk here in the top of the 2nd inning, and he's over at first base. All right, here we go. Here is Yoan Moncada. He has had a bad year so far. A 194 average. Charge! Pitch, and that's inside for a ball. All right, so I will get back to reading these. 1 ball, no strikes. Top of the 2nd, 1 out. A runner over at first. And there's the 1-0 on the way, and that misses outside for ball 2. Lou says, I did it once. Okay. You've done it twice. Moncada, by the way, against lefties, has 3 homers and 8 RBI and a .226 average against righties. He's not even batting 100. The 2-0 pitch, and that won't help as the pitch is grounded over to shortstop. The throw to second, there's 1. The throw to first, there's 2. And that's going to lower his batting average, and that is going to end the inning. It's a 6-4-3 double play. And we will go to the bottom of the 2nd inning. All right. It'll be Daniel Steeman who comes up to the plate, along with Austin Hedges and Brian Rocchio. That is hysterical. The timing of that was beautiful. It's impossible to make real connections. The women just want to know how much you make usually, or are just wasting your time. You could do it for a kick, but don't go in with high expectations. Okay. My therapist in me is giving you my analytical breakdown. I appreciate that very, 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 very much. I like honesty, and this is why I asked chat for their opinions on things. Don't like it. It's like a job interview. View it like a chance to see if you vibe with other people. That's how you get the numbers, says Caleb. Good take. Good takes. Maybe someone had a better experience than I did. I only did it once. Well, I meant the job comment that JJ made, not what you said, Lou. But yes. I love seeing Marsh with the pop. Yeah. Thank you for your honesty. I value your honesty and your feedback. And of course, if someone's ever had a good experience with speed dating, let me know. If anybody is out there. I've never done it either. But I just wanted to get your thoughts on it. Marsh with pop is awesome. Reed Detmers comes on up to pitch again. And the first pitch that he throws here is inside for ball 1. So it's 7, 8, and 9 due up in the batting order. That's Schneemann, Hedges, and Rocchio. The 1-0. That's a foul ball. I went on a couple of dates after, but nothing long term. Gotcha. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. And that is outside for ball 2. Speaking of streaks, Nick Kurtz still is on a 35-game on-base streak. The pitch. Line drive hit out over towards left center. And that is going to be caught for out number 1. And Austin Hedges is going to come on up to the plate. If you are new to the channel, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Go on for baseball games. Detmers facing Hedges. And the pitch is up high for a ball. You guys realize that the Dodgers have lost 9 of their last 13 games? And they've also lost 4 straight. Here's the 1-0 pitch. This ball is skied out over towards the middle infield. Neto gets under it, and he will make the grab just behind the infield grass. And there's out number 2. The Guardians also, here's something interesting. They've won 12 consecutive home series against the Angels. It's the longest home series winning streak since 1951 to 54. Here's Brian Rocchio, and the pitch is fouled away. We also heard in other baseball news that Jacob Wilson is back on the IL. This time it's a left shoulder issue. No balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the second, 2 away. The pitch, and a fastball down the middle, taken all the way for strike 2. Rocchio made a really nice catch to end the top of the first inning. Ended up robbing Jorge Soler on a base hit. That ball was drilled, and he leaped up and he caught it. The ball is 2 strikes. Detmers fires, and Rocchio slices it foul. I once made the mistake of not reading the fine print. Thought I went to a mixer for people in their late 20s. Turns out the age range was 29 to 59. Now, that's something that I would make a mistake of. Of course, I could see myself making that same mistake. 0-2, and that is up high for a ball. Speed dating is good, JJ, if you just view it as a practice talking to a woman, says Lou. I appreciate that. 1-2 pitch, and that ball is fouled away. Long ball. What's up, buddy? Just protect your heart, brother, because you've got a great one. And just be yourself. You're a great human being. You're the prize. A tip of the hat to you, my friend. I'm not wearing one, but a tip of the hat to you. I appreciate you. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the second, 2 outs. Detmers gets set and delivers. And I believe that hit him. But he swung. And so Rocchio is down on strikes. And the inning is over. And we will go to the top of the 3rd inning. So Rocchio strikes out. And that is 2 strikeouts this afternoon for Reed Detmers. And so as we go to the 3rd inning, 8, 9, and 1 will be due up in the batting order. for the Cleveland Guardians. For the LA Angels, really. I need some water. Just be yourself. Open and honest. I'm pretty good at that. Or trying to be better at that. But I think we all are. So I don't think any of us are a finished product, you know? I think we're all a work in progress. And we try to get better every single day. But that's how I view it. But yes, Guardians lead it 2-0 as we go to the top of the third. Aniel Martinez hit a homer out to left field. It went 378 feet. David Fry also ended up getting an RBI ground out. Made it 2-0. Listening in the car out on errands. That's why I've been in and out. No worries. You don't have to worry about that. I appreciate you for your honesty. I don't feel offended. I learned just putting myself first, says Lou, was much more attractive to her than trying to be overly polite. Not saying be mean like Lomball said, protecting your heart. That's fair. 1 ball, no strikes. And here's the 1-0 to Rivero. This is grounded over towards the hole. Rocchio lost his footing, and he throws it over to first. And Hoskins did a great job getting to that baseball. He had to run over towards his right side, and it didn't get away from him. If that did, that's a two-bag out of it instead. Rocchio did everything that he could. He slipped as he gathered the baseball, and when he was throwing it over to first, just surprised that he got the arm strength to be able to throw that over to first, but obviously it went too far to the right side as he stumbled. Here's Bryce Teodosio, who pops up a bunt, and this is hit over towards the left side. Third baseman and the pitcher collide, but Schneemann will make the catch. Nesick says that he's okay, and there's out number 1. Couple of bizarre plays. So obviously they're going to rule the Sebastian Rivero hit as an infield single. But Bryce Teodosio pops up a bunt. Schneemann catches it and just sort of collided with Messick. He says he's okay. It wasn't really a hard hit. But they met each other for sure. And they bumped on into each other. It wasn't a hard bump, though. The ball is 1 strike. Who's on the bump tonight for the Philadelphia Phillies? Tonight is, I know tomorrow is Zeus. Tonight, don't tell me. Who's on the bump tonight? Don't tell me. Sanchez. I'm not looking at chat, I promise. Sanchez, Wheeler. Is it Nola tonight? I think it's Nola tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, no, it's Painter. It's Painter. Andrew Painter's on the bump tonight. 2 balls, 1 strike. Top of the third. I got it. Two balls, 1 strike. And here's the next pitch. This is grounded over to shortstop. The tag to second, there's 1. The throw to first, there's 2. And that is a 6-3 double play. We're going to go to the bottom of the third. 2-0 Guardians. And another double play ends the inning. That was Vaughn Grissom, former Brave Vaughn Grissom. Grounded into the double play. All right. Let's hope he rebounds. Last outing, he was destroyed. The only other game that's on right now is the Yankees and the Orioles. Baltimore leads it 1-0 against the Yankees. That's in the bottom of the third. Kobe Mayo had an RBI double in the bottom of the second, and that was against Max Fried. He's on the bump today. 2 innings for Fried, 1 earned run, 3 hits allowed, no walks, and also 2 strikeouts as well. Did you guys see last night that the Louisville Bats? I think we talked about it. They had a nothing. They had a nothing night. There's basically no music, no ad reads, no videos, no promos. It was just the sounds of baseball. That was it. Did you guys see that they did that last night? It's like been a huge headline throughout baseball in the baseball world. Pitch fouled away. Aniel Martinez tied up in the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And this ball is fouled over towards the right side. And that'll be a souvenir. One and 2 is the count. And here's the pitch. It's down in the way for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes in the bottom of the third. The 2-2 pitch. This is grounded over to third and fumbled. And just like that, Martinez gets on. Caught it right on the hop. And then just juggled the baseball after he got it into his bare hand over at third base. And Yohan Moncada makes a bad error. He bobbled it. Hit his chest, bobbled it again, and then it hit his chest again, and then he bobbled it a third time and just put his hands up. Also spit out something from his mouth. Runner over at first, bottom of the third. Here's the pitch, and that is going to be taken for, I believe it's a called ball, but the big thing that happened there is that Martinez stole second base, and this will be challenged. The pitch will be challenged through ABS because that was a strike. Easily a strike. And so the count is 0-1. See, that's the other thing, too, that I like about ABS is because when things get distracting for the home plate umpire, like on a play like that where obviously the catcher drops the ball's in the zone, and the runner from first goes over to second, that was an obvious strike there. And ABS used for that is awesome. 0-1 pitch is down for a ball, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Reed Detmers has 46 pitches already. Martinez trying to distract them, and the 1-1 slips, and it's outside and high for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. And no throw made back over to second base. We're in the bottom of the third. It's 2-1. 3 seconds are left on the pitch clock. And the runner goes again. The pitch is outside. No throw made over to third. And Martinez is now 90 feet away from scoring. And so, 2 stolen bases in this inning alone for Aniel Martinez. No throw made over to third. And the Cleveland fans clapping along. That's his 8th steal of the season. And the pitch is fouled away. Look at Painter on Savant. He has a decent movement. Fastball's 95 to 96.5. Why are hitters doing so well? Is he tipping? Well, why is he not doing so well? Look at how many times he's throwing the fastball compared to his other pitches. That's a problem. 3-2 pitch, foul ball. I mean, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I know that he throws the fastball the most compared to his other pitches. Three-two pitch, and that is going to get Ramirez in the back foot. It's also going to get away from the catcher as well, and our runner's going to score. So it's a hit by pitch plus a wild pitch. Kurt Suzuki is saying, hold up a second. Did they say that it hit him? Because if it hit him, that's a dead ball. Okay, so the ball hit the ball hit Ramirez. He goes over to first, and that means that Martinez has to go back over to third. We got runners over at the corners, and a timeout is called. Runners over at first and third. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. If you are a baseball fan like me, and if you're rooting for Cleveland or if you're rooting for LA, please, join the conversation. I mean, we have a lot of Phillies fans on here, but we love, the reason why we do other games is because we want to get you guys involved, too. That's the important thing. We want to give you guys more games because we know that there's people on YouTube that don't even cover Cleveland or cover LA. They cover the other LA team. But I don't think there's any Angels content creators. The pitch to Chase DeLauder, and this ball is flying out over to deep center field. This will get Martinez home. Trout will make the grab. And it's an RBI sacrifice fly, and that'll make it 3-0 Cleveland in the bottom of the third inning. So Chase DeLauder ends up knocking in his 26th RBI of the season. Ramirez stays put over at first, and here's Rhys Hoskins as the pitch is upstairs. Not a good day for Reed Detmers so far. Houston, Texas, Dave. I haven't seen you in forever. What's going on, my guy? Good to see you on here. 1 ball, no strikes. Fist pump to Houston, Texas, Dave. 1-0. That's going to be in there for strike one. So it's 1-1. That's the count. We're in the bottom of the third. We got another game tonight. Of course, we're doing the Phillies game. And we got Giants and Dodgers once our postgame show is done. The 1-1 pitch. And that is outside for ball 2. Don't forget to go follow me on all the socials. You can go follow me on Twitter. I'm trying to be more active on Twitter just because there's a total community of people that don't even know that we exist. And it's important to try to interact with those people too. 2 balls, 1 strike, so I'm tweeting out more. The 2-1 is inside and high for ball 3. The throw to second base, and Ramirez is able to steal second base for the second time today. So the Cleveland Guardians are playing small ball, and they are just absolutely destroying Reed Detmers. They're running off of him. He has a slow delivery over to home plate, and they are taking advantage of that. That's the 18th stolen base of the season for J-Ram. And it's 3-1. Hoskins in the box. And the payoff pitch. And that's inside for ball 4. And Hoskins draws a walk. And that'll put runners over at first and second base for the Cleveland Guardians in the bottom of the third, with still 1 away out of Progressive Field. Here's David Fry, who is the 8th man to bat in this inning. Charge! Getting ready for daughter's graduation. Awesome. Here's the link tree. Go follow me on the socials. We're also posting on TikTok too. Toss back over to second. That is not in time. One out, bottom of the third. And the pitch to Fry is a slider that is in the zone at the knees for a called strike. Framber Valdez is back tonight for the Tigers. Why is that important? Because it's his first start since his 5-game suspension that he had. The ball's 1 strike to David Fry. Detmers fires, and the pitch is grounded over to short. Backhanded. The throw to second, there's 1. And the throw to first, that is a 6-4-3 double play. That's the 3rd double play of the game. And we will go to the 4th inning. Guardians do get themselves another run, but they send 8 men up to the plate. And they get themselves a sac fly from Chase DeLauder. They'll be back in just a little bit. Lucas Giolito's going to make his Padres debut on Sunday against the Seattle Mariners. Giolito now is with the San Diego Padres. That was just announced earlier today, too, that he will be making his debut on Sunday. If we actually take a look at the Major League Baseball standings right now, well, the overall best record in baseball is the Atlanta Braves. The Braves are on top. They are 29-13. They've won 3 in a row. They're 7-3 in their last 10 games. The Tampa Bay Rays are half a game behind them for the best overall record. So they have the best record in the American League. The Cubs are 2 games in back of the Braves. The Yankees are 2 games in back of the Rays. And the Brewers are 4.5 games, and so are the Padres and the Cardinals. They're all 3 4.5 games in back of Atlanta. Interesting. So the Rays are winning the AL East. The Guardians are 1.5 games above the White Sox for the AL Central. The A's are 1 game in front of the Seattle Mariners in the AL West. And then in the NL East, the Phillies and the Nationals are 9 games in back of the Braves. The Brewers and the Cardinals are 2.5 behind the Cubs. And the Dodgers are just half a game in back of the San Diego Padres. Messick on the bump, fires, and throws the first pitch upstairs to Mike Trout. Here's the 1-0 And that's inside for ball 2. Right now, as the wild card race stands, the Brewers have the number 1 wild card seed. They're tied with St. Louis. And then the Dodgers technically have the 3rd wild card seed. 2-0 pitch, grounded over towards shorts, and the throw over to first base is in plenty of time. Rocchio makes another spectacular play. And there's 1 out in the 4th inning. Joe Adell is going to bat. 1 out, top of the 4th. And here's the pitch. It's outside for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. That'll be in there for strike 1. The cutter reaches 91 miles per hour. One pitch, swing and a miss. One, two. That's down for ball 2. Now, you said this a while ago, but I wanted to read this. We forget most of human existence. We didn't have any technology. 2-2 pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards center field. And on the run to make the grab for out number 2 is Martinez. So there's 2 up and 2 down. If you wanted music, it was only live music. If you wanted a show, you put on a show, says Lou. 2 outs, top of the 4th. Soler comes up and takes a pitch that's up high. That's why I said even last night that even though the 3D's not working, like, it's a privilege to be able to have the 3D. Like, that's just a small thing. Like, it's a privilege to be able to stream. It really is. And there's nothing better than the live game itself or the live moment itself, like going to a concert and seeing music in person. Like, that's always, it's just raw. Like, you're at the ocean, right? Like, you're at the hot spot. 2-0 pitch. And that is going to be taken for, I believe it's a called ball, but there's going to be a challenge here. It's going to be challenged by the catcher. And that was low. So the Guardians will lose a challenge. The call is confirmed. It was about 1.5 inches below the zone. 3 balls, no strikes. 3-0 pitch. It's in there for strike 1. But yeah, sometimes we just take these things for granted. And when you listen to just the sounds of baseball, it's relaxing. 3-1. Fouled away. Three-two on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And so we are going to go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It is a 3-0 lead for Cleveland. Getting ready for the Dodgers graduation. Take a sip of water. What the heck? Travis Bazzana will lead it off in the bottom of the fourth. Yeah, I see that Anthony Volpe was called back up after Jose Caballero's injury. Got diagnosed with a broken right middle finger. Guess he can't curse anymore. No, but seriously, that really sucks. That's terrible. I don't even know why I made a joke about that. But that's too bad, man. A right broken middle finger, that's not fun. The pitch is grounded over towards the right side and through the hole for a base hit. And Bazzana gets on with a leadoff single out to right field as that finds the 4-3 hole. He also really can't snap. Use your middle finger for snapping, but some people, I can do it with my pointer. I can't do it with my ring finger. And if you could do it with your pinky, that's incredible. Bottom of the fourth. But yeah, that really does suck. Here's the toss back over to first. And that's not in time. Gavin Lux was also rehabbing for Tampa Bay, and he was pulled from his rehab assignment, and he is being shut down. 1 ball, no strikes. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Schneemann facing Detmers. The 1-0 pitch. It's a chopper. It's a foul ball. I use my middle finger a lot. That's what I was saying. That's what I was joking about before. But, you know, that really does suck. In all honesty. I was making the same type of joke. The pitch is grounded over to first. The throw to second. There's one. The throw back to first. And that is the fourth double play of this game. That is a 3-6-3 double play. Max Fried is done after 3 innings. He gave up 3 earned runs. He also allowed 5 hits and struck out 2 batters. He's done. Two outs. And here's the pitch to Hedges. That's in there for a strike. JJ, is Penny Dutch country food as good as my YouTube algorithm makes it look? I will be completely honest with you. I don't know what Penzy Dutch country food is. I gotta look it up. I gotta do my own research. 1 ball, 1 strike to Austin Hedges. I like Amish country. One ball, 2 strikes. And the 1-2 pitch. Another foul ball that goes on out of play. One ball and 2 strikes. Detmers with 67 pitches. And the 1-2. Check swing. Did he go? He did. And the inning is over. And we will go to the 5th inning. It's a 3-0 lead for the Guardians as we go to the next inning. So Oswald Peraza will lead it off. How did we get here? Well, Parker Messick, has gone 4 innings. He's allowed 1 hit. He's also struck out 2 batters. No runs, 2 walks. And has thrown a total of 51 pitches to answer your question. Do not spam in my chat, please. Just be patient. 3-0, Guardians. Martinez hit a solo homer. David Fry also had an RBI groundout. And Chase DeLauder had himself a sacrifice fly. I assume that you're betting on something. The Angels, by the way, the money line right now is at plus 690. Cleveland is at minus 1,500. I got you. No problem. I just can't have you spamming my chat. But I appreciate you, man. Good to see you on here. What's up, Ross? Are you actually a fan of a certain team? Just out of curiosity. Because usually, like, I've noticed that when people come on in and they ask how many pitches does somebody have, it's usually a betting question. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I mean, like, you guys do what you want. It's your life, for sure. But I'm curious if you root for a certain team. Or maybe you were just curious because you were rooting for the Guardians and you wanted to know how many pitches he has. I'm just curious. Parker has thrown 28 changeups. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's pitch number 52. That's in there for a strike to Oswald Peraza. 0-1 is the count. And the 0-1 pitch is fouled away. Wow. Tell you something that's actually really interesting. 0-2, and that's down for a ball. Baseball History Nut just posted that Mike Piazza Mets jerseys are only $50 on Fanatics instead of $135. 1-2 pitch, grounded over towards second and bobbled by Bazana. That was a tough play. It hit the top of the hill. And it went up the middle, and Bazana could not make the play there. And that's an infield single. Plus 40 units over the last couple of months I've started. So you're not an actual fan of a baseball team. You just like betting on baseball? That's cool. Top of the 5th, 3-0 Cleveland. We do a lot of baseball on this channel. We mainly cover the Phillies, though, because we're Philly freaks. One ball, no strikes in the top of the 5th. The 1-0 pitch, and this ball is lifted out over to deep left field, and Zach Neto goes yard. It's a 2-run bomb, and the Angels are back in business. Excellent camera work to follow that baseball. Whew. That thing just flew. Pitch, and that's taken down for a ball. So it's 1 ball, no strikes. Yohan Moncada is up to bat. And the 1-0, swing and a miss. We have a 2023 World Series rematch tonight. The Diamondbacks are taking on the Texas Rangers at 8:05. 1-1. That's a pie for ball 2. Yohan Moncada 0 for 1. Messick kicks, deals, And the curveball is in the zone for a called strike. 2-2 is the count, top of the fifth. The pitch is down for ball 3. Next pitch, here it comes, and that's down low for ball 4. The tying run is aboard for the Angels, and there's still nobody out in the top of the 5th inning. And Sebastian Rivero is up next. Cool, Ross. That's awesome. All right, the first pitch. This ball is bunted right in front of the mound. Messick gets over to it. Won't be able to make the throw to second, but the throw to first is in plenty of time. More small ball in this ball game, and the Angels are able to get themselves a runner in scoring position on the sacrifice bunt, and Moncada is at second base. And here comes Bryce Teodosio. This guy is certainly an athlete, but obviously has dealt with a lot of injuries. The pitch. That's a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. Check swing. He went around. No need to appeal. Count is 0-2. Nothing and 2 is the count to Bryce Teodosio. And the pitch is in the dirt for a ball. Good block by Austin Hedges. One ball, 2 strikes. And here's the 1-2, and that hit the knob of the bat. It's a fair ball. Teodosio sprints over to first. The throw from the catcher is in plenty of time. Moncada just went on over to third base. Good heads-up play there, obviously by Hedges, to be able to throw it over to first. And Teodosio is looking at Stephen Vogt to see if this is going to be challenged. But that did hit the knob of the bat. It did. Was it foul? Looked like it bounced fair. Let's look again. Over towards the left side of home plate. That was fair. So Moncada's over at third now. And it's a 1-0 count to Vaughn Grissom. That goes down as a 2-3 putout. 1-0 pitch. That's down in the way for ball 2. JJ, I'm a Guardians fan, says Jacob. How'd you find me? Was it when the Phillies were playing against the Guardians last year? Is that how you found me? 2 balls, no strikes, and the 2-0. Here it is, and that's in there for a strike. Figured we had some Guardians fans here. The 2-1 pitch. Just a bit low for ball 3. What's up, Lydia? Good afternoon to you. Let's bring another big whopper of a win. Let's go. Go Philadelphia, baby. 3-1 pitch. This is flied out over towards the right side, and that is going to be a souvenir. I found you from Max or Dr. Delay, I think, JJ. I think he did find me from Max. I think he did. Yeah, you found me from Max, now I remember. Three balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch, here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Messick records the strikeout, and the inning is over. We're going to go to the bottom of the fifth. It's a 3-2 ball game, as Zach Neto hits a 2-run home run. Did he run over to first? Yeah. Sorry, I thought I forgot to. Maybe I did forget to mention that. Bryce did go on over to first base. He did. Bryce did run over to first. It was ruled as a fair ball, so he did. He ran over to first. Hit off the nub. The knob of the bat. So the knob of the bat is the bottom part of the bat. It's, let's see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find a bat. Do I have a baseball bat with me? Let's see if I can find one. I don't think I have one with me. Hold up. Be right back. Got one. Okay. So, let me get a close-up here. All right. So, the knob of the bat is this. This is the knob of the bat. So, the ball hit this part of the bat, and it was ruled a fair ball. This is the barrel of the bat. But this bottom part right here is the knob of a baseball bat. So, if the ball hits right there, and it doesn't get a body part, it's not a hit by a pitch. It's in play. A little bit of a demonstration there. Good stuff. It's like a doorknob, except it's spelled differently. It's not K-N-O-B, it's N-O-B. Bottom of the fifth. 3-2 Guardians. The pitch is in there for a called strike. You're very welcome. I like to teach as I like to call. If I have the time and if we have a small audience like this. So ask me any baseball questions. I don't know everything. I'm still constantly learning. I'm a human being. But if I know something, I like to teach. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. That's taken for strike 2. The 1-2 pitch. That's down for ball 2. Ugh. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Rocchio, swing and a miss. Went with an elevated fastball that was above the zone. And there's out number 1. You probably don't want me to have a bat in my hand. Just kidding. Out number 1. So 1 away in the bottom of the 5th. Aniel Martinez in the box. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Has anybody actually ever been to a bat factory or have seen a baseball bat be made? The ball is 1 strike. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. And there is strike 2. They have the Louisville Slugger Museum and the factory, of course, in Louisville. I've always wanted to go there. This is bat. This is the one. This is for the hits and maybe some runs. This is my rifle. This is my gun baseball version. There's the 1-2 on the way, and a called strike 3 at the knees. The four-seamer was at 94. And Martinez thinking about challenging this, and he will. And that is strike 3, and Cleveland is out of challenges. They don't have any challenges left. I went to the Louisville Slugger Museum in the late 2000s. It was pretty cool. It took a week to get the smell of wood out of my nose. I'll tell you what, though. This might sound crazy. My favorite smell, though, is like when you go to Home Depot and you smell that wood. Oh, I love it. I love it. It's so good. I don't know why. It's like I don't know if this makes any sense, but it's like a grungy smell. I like it. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a called strike. One ball, 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the 5th. That's cool that you got to go, though. Here's the 1-1. That's a little bit outside for ball 2. They got a bat company or a bat factory in Cooperstown? I never seen that. I wonder where in Cooperstown it is. I'd like to go next time I'm there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 5th, 2 outs. 3-2 Cleveland. Jose Ramirez up to bat. And the 2-2 pitch, line drive, and that is caught on a bounce by Neto as he backhands it and fires it over to first. We played 5 frames, and we go to the 6th inning. Trout, Adele, and Soler each are 0 for 2, and they're all due up to bat. Okay. Trout is going to be up next. Whoever just subscribed to the channel, by the way, thank you so much. Comment who you are down below if you want to. I don't always get a notification as to who subscribes to the channel. Best baseball glove company, Nakona. You have a Nakona glove? Nakona. Huh. Nakona ball gloves. I've never even heard of a Nakona. You hear about Rawlings. But, where's their factory? Oh, it's Nakona, Texas. But they spell it, it's interesting, the company spells it with a K. I never knew that. And the city itself is spelled with a C. That's cool. They've been around since 1934. It started, really, well, actually, sorry, they've been around since 1926, but they started making the premium leather baseball gloves in 1934. It's interesting. That's when the first baseball gloves began making baseball gloves in 1934, famously changing the spelling from Nakona to secure. I figured it had to do with securing the trademark. I figured that. But that's really awesome. The last company that manufactured baseball gloves in the United States, unlike major competitors who moved production overseas. They also do factory tours. No balls, 2 strikes. I got a baseball question. Thoughts on LaMelo's son's named LaVar Ball? Did he actually have a kid? Is that actually true? LaVar Ball. 2 pitch. It's up high for a ball. My Trout is up to bat. I have a story for you in just a second. Messick kicks, fires, and the pitch is low for ball 2. My Trout flied out to right in the first. Also grounded out to short in the 4th. The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. He chased after a pitch that was in the dirt. It was a changeup. And there's out number 1 in the top of the 6th inning. Ooh. So Trout goes down swinging for the first time today. That's crazy. The one LeVar ball. Dang. The pitch is down for a ball. I was just thinking about Ball in the Family the other day. Never forget the episode where he made LaMelo cry. I was like, wow. I mean, like, he's a passionate dad, but, like, they had him crying on video, and I was like, wow. It's crazy. Pitch is grounded over to short, and the throw over to first is in plenty of time. That's a 6-3 ground out. Two outs in the pitch. That's a foul ball over towards the left side. I do give LeVar credit, though, because he really does, like, love his sons. But that was crazy. I'll never forget that. The one ball, no strikes. That's awful. 0-2. It's down in the way for a ball. The 1-2 fouled away. It's horrible. Pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the inning is over. And so, all three, Trout, Adele, and Soler, are 0 for 3. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th. It's still a 3-2 ball game. Oh, man, I need a drink after that. Caleb caught me. That's terrible. Ugh. Oh, no, seriously. Ugh. Time is now 2:40. Other games that we got going on tonight around the baseball world. Let's take a look at the schedule. We got the Rockies playing against the Pirates at 6:40. We got the Nationals and the Reds at 6:40 as well. Nick Lodolo facing Jake Irvin. And that's 6:45. Oh, the Phillies are playing. Really? Didn't know that. Phillies are playing against the Red Sox at 6:45. That's cool. I don't know. Should we go on for that game? We'll see. Tampa Bay is also playing against the Blue Jays at 7:07. Tigers are playing against the New York Mets at 7:10. And then the Cubs play against the Braves at 7:15. We also got at 7:40 the Royals playing against the White Sox out in Chicago. And that will be followed up by the Marlins and the Twins at 7:40. And the Padres against the Brewers at 7:40 as well. At 8:05, out in Texas, we got the Rangers hosting the Arizona Diamondbacks. At 8:10, it'll be the Astros playing against the Mariners. At 9:40, it's the A's against the Cardinals. As Chase DeLauder is up, and on the first pitch, he grounds it over to shortstop. And the throw over to first is in plenty of time, and Chase is retired. So there's one gone. And at 10:10, we got the Giants and the Dodgers playing at 10:10 p.m. Eastern Time. So we're in the bottom of the sixth, and it's Rhys Hoskins who's 0 for 1. He struck out. He also walked. Detmers gets set and fires, and Hoskins fouls off the first pitch. Well, 1 ball, no strikes. Oh, that was you that commented. I thought that was you. I gotta give you the credit. That's crazy. The 1-1 pitch. And that's down for ball 2. That comment really got me. That did. That got me good. The 2-1 fouled away. I don't remember Joe Blanton being on the Angels. Free agent flops. Joe Blanton signed a $15 million contract with the Angels. Never knew that. 2-2, and that's a foul ball. What was that? When did he sign with the Angels? I remember Trevor Cahill was with the Angels. But Joe Blanton? Two balls, 2 strikes to Rhys Hoskins. And here's the pitch. This is grounded over towards shortstop. Nadeau bobbles it for a second, has to throw it quickly over to first, and it's not in time. It was grounded over towards the 6-5 hole. It was a tough play because he had to maneuver towards his right and take about 3 steps over towards that baseball, and he had to hurry quickly, and then it just sort of popped out of the heel of the glove, and then he tried to pick it up with his bare hand as it deflected off of his glove. It was still moving, and then he bobbled it again. On the first bobble, it was understandable. The second one he should have had. Regardless, though, Hoskins is aboard. And the pitch is on the inside corner for a strike. Halo signed Blanton the same offseason as C.J. Wilson, Pujols, and Hamilton. That's crazy. That is crazy. 0-1 pitch. And that's up high for a ball. That was a fan of C.J. Wilson. 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's the pitch. That's down for ball 2. After this inning, what we're going to go do is we're going to say hi to our friend BW. We're going to go raid him and give him some love. I'll pull up his YouTube channel right now. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. 2-1 pitch. There's another called strike. Detmers fires. The pitch is upstairs for ball 3. So the count is now 3-2. Travis Bazzana waits in the on-deck circle. The count is full. Guardians trying to add on some more runs here. And the payoff pitch to Fry. And it's fouled back towards the screen. So after this inning is over, we're going to go say hi to our friend BW, who covers the Baltimore Orioles. BW is a legend. He equals legend. That comment that you made was legendary, too. But shout out to BW. That comment really got me. It's hard to get me, but you got me. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Detmers gets his another strikeout. He has 97 pitches. The fact that this guy was just giving up a lot of base runners in the first half of this game and that he's lasted this long is really impressive. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. I assume that this is going to be his last batter because he has 97 pitches. And Bazana is in the box. And he looks at strike 1. We got 46 people tapping on in once again. Thank you so much. No balls, 1 strike. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. And the pitch is outside for a ball. I've been trying for months to get you to break, and you just won't do it. It's hard. It's hard to crack me. I like cracking codes, but it's hard to crack me. 1-1. That's another foul ball. Larry tried yesterday. I was like, nice try, Larry. I didn't say nice try. I forget like what the joke was. I'll have to go back. 1-2 pitch. And this ball is going to be poked out over towards shallow center field. It's going to get down for a base hit in front of my Trout. And you got 2 runners on with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. You know what a really good feeling is? When you crack your back and you're stretching it. That's such a good feeling. Detmers, with 101 pitches, is going to be left out there. Surprisingly, the pitching coach went out there to go talk to him. Yes, it is. Meaning, yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's hard to crack me, or yes, it is when it comes to stretching your back or cracking your back, because cracking your back is a good feeling. When somebody else cracks it for you as well, that's like, oof. Man, you feel loose. The pitch to Daniel Schneemann. Line drive, base it out to center field. This should bring home a run, and it will. It's a 4-2 ball game as the Guardians get themselves another run home. Travis Bazana scores. Schneemann stops over at second, and it's now a 4-2 game. Schneemann's over at first base, but regardless, it's a 4-2 ball game out in Cleveland. Hoskins is the one that scored. Bazana went over to second base. And the Guardians get a big insurance run. And long balls comment all the above. So that's going to wrap it up for Reed Detmers. His day is done. Had my daughter roll around on my back before I put her to bed the other night to crack it for me. Did it feel good? Were you like, yes, Lauren? Yes. Oh, man. That's funny. That's so cool. Lauren, please just do mommy a favor and just crack her back, please. Yes. All right, now it's bedtime. That's cute. That's so adorable. The best pop ever. That's sick. So Austin Hedges will come on up to the plate. We are 7 subscribers away from 10,050 subs. Insane. Anybody see any good movies lately, like in the theaters? Or like, when was the last time that you went to the movies, to the actual theater, to go see a movie? Sam Bachman is going to pitch. 14 games, a 3.32 ERA, 19 innings, 10 walks, 21 strikeouts. And he has to get out of this jam. Bazan is over at second, and the Orioles are doing a good job against the Yankees. Here's the pitch. It's down for a ball. Janiel Martinez, 1 for 3 with 2 runs, scored a homer and 2 stolen bases. He's been the player of the game so far for Cleveland. 1-0 pitch, runner goes, swing and a miss. The throw over the second, not in time, and another double steal. That's now 7 stolen bases today for the Cleveland Guardians. They are just unbelievable on the bases. Now, the umpire is going on over towards the dugout really quickly. Stephen Vogt is making an explanation here. What happened? Oh, Hedges interfered. Hedges on the backspin interfered, so they called it batter's interference. And the runners have to go back. Unbelievable. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, and here's the pitch. And this is grounded over to short. Neto has it. The throw over to first is in time. And the inning is over. And now we're going to go to the top of the 7th inning. That's too bad. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered anyways, but still. 4-2 is the score. We're going to go to the 7th. And Cleveland is up by 2. Deadpool Wolverine was the last movie in theater. Was that my last movie that I saw too? Because I remember seeing it in theaters, and it was cool. No, I'm sorry. The last movie that I saw in theaters was Avatar Fire and Ash. And I walked to the theater. That's when I was dog sitting for my cousin in Fishtown. What's up, JJ? What's going on, LP? How you doing, my friend? What? Damn, y'all are on one today. You guys are on one today, man. What's it, Wacky Wednesday? It's a wacky Wednesday, I guess. Does anybody know whose birthday's today? Straight chilling. That's cool. Folks, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. We go on for baseball. We also do basketball. And we do football as well. We cover the Phillies, the Sixers, and the Eagles, but we are diehard baseball fans. Who's pitching tonight for the Phillies? Andrew Painter is. I'm actually pitching tonight for the Phillies. That's why I'm doing an afternoon game. Because I'll be heading on over to Boston to pitch. They called me up, chat. I got the call up to the show. Wanted to see Scream 7, just didn't get around to it. That's right, you like horror. Favorite horror movie? I probably should get into horror. No balls, one strike. Top of the 7th. Oswald Peraza is up. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. That's a foul ball. Parker Messick has 89 pitches. One-two pitch. Here it comes. That's down for ball 2. Jay is still throwing that 35-mile-per-hour sinker. 35 on a good day. Gotta call it like it is. 2-2 pitch, and that's a foul ball. That's the one thing, that's the one thing I do kind of have to prep myself for. If I ever have to throw a first pitch, I do have to work on that. That's something that I gotta work on. 2-2 on the way, swing and a miss, and there is out number 1. In the top of the 7th inning, Parker Messick gets another strikeout. Let's go. I'm a Giants fan, but I know that we suck, but it's fun beating the Dodgers. Oh, man. We're doing the Dodgers-Giants game tonight, so check back in for that. You should. You love covering the Giants. The Giants are sort of like my second team. So Max Fried, I didn't want to say this in the moment because they said that Fried left the game, and I didn't know what it was, as the next pitch is down for a ball. But he exited with left elbow posterior soreness. Don't like the sound of that. 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's the pitch, and that's outside for ball 2. It would die at the end of the mound. Yeah, exactly. That's right. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch. And the changeup is swung on and missed. You're one of those Disney horror people. That's cool. I like the combo. If you had one player on the Giants, who would it be? Who would it be? If I had one player that was on the Giants right now, I would take Harrison Bader back. I know that he's hurt for y'all. 2-2 pitch. This is going to be flied out over towards shallow right field, and it is going to be a souvenir. If you were to have a Giants pitcher, who would I like? I would, I like Robbie Ray. I like, I still like Logan Webb. Not really an Adrian Hauser guy. I don't know. I'd also really like Jung-Hoo Lee. Jung-Hoo Lee is my favorite Giant right now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And here's the pitch. This is grounded over out to left field for a base hit. Zach Neto gets on for the second time today. He had a 2-run homer his last time up. And, we got a runner over at first. The tying run is going to come on up to the plate for the Angels. Heliot Ramos. It's good. I would take Heliot Ramos. I like his effort. Right-handed bat. I'd take him. Here's Yohan Moncada, and the pitch is outside for a ball. So Parker Messick has 99 pitches. Harrison Bader came back last night, and he had a home run. Yeah, I'll take him back. 1-0 pitch. Fouled away. We'll do it again. 42 balls, 58 strikes for Parker. You like Luis Ariz? Yeah. How could I forget about Luis Ariz? 1-1 is the count. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a nasty changeup. It just went below the zone. The count's now 1-2. Messick gets set at the belt and fires. The pitches are going to be in the dirt for ball 2. I know he's had a bad start, but regardless, Francisco Alvarez just got diagnosed with a right meniscus tear. Ooh. That sucks for the Mets. 2-2 pitch. Down for ball 3. I actually got to see Francisco Alvarez when he was with the Brooklyn Cyclones. He was one of my favorite players that I got to see when I was calling minor league baseball games. It was him and Jason Dominguez. I liked Bryson Stott, too. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And there's out number 2 in the top of the 7th inning. He was with the Padres so long, I keep forgetting he was with the Giants. The Marlins, the Twins, the Padres. Am I missing a team? I don't know. Stephen Vogt is going to go out there, and that is going to do it. Festa is going to come on in instead, and Parker, his afternoon is done here in the top of the 7th inning. All right, let's do this. So let's go say hi to BW. I forgot to do that, but we're going to drop his link right now. I want us to go say hi to Orioles Birdwatcher, and I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Oh, actually, yeah, go on over to BW's channel, and then come on back here. So, yes, go anywhere. Just go to BW's channel. All right, see you soon. All right, here we are in the top of the 7th. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Matt Festa is on the hill facing Adam Frazier. Talking about a guy that's been in the league for quite a bit of time. 1-0 pitch outside for ball 2. The throw back over to first, and he is safe over at first base. Now it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike. Festa gets set and fires. And this is grounded towards the right side. Second baseman picks it up, throws it over to first. And that is in plenty of time for out number 3. We're going to go to the bottom of the 7th inning out in Cleveland, Ohio. 4-2 Guardians. There we go. Good stuff. Man, there's some water, chat. What's going on in the other sports tonight? WNBA, let's check that out. The Seattle Storm is playing at 7 o'clock. They're playing against the Toronto Tempo. Excited about them. Las Vegas Aces are playing against the Connecticut Sun. That game is at 8 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, we got the Chicago Sky taking on the Golden State Valkyries. That'll be at 10 o'clock. And then at 10:30, you got the Indiana Fever taking on the Los Angeles Sparks. So 4 games tonight in the WNBA. In the NBA, you got the Cavs playing the Pistons. The series is now tied at 2 apiece. That game will be at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. In the National Hockey League, the Minnesota Wild take on the Colorado Avalanche. Avalanche lead the series 3-1, and that game will also be at 8 o'clock p.m. as well. Winner moves on to the next round. Actually, sorry, if the Avalanche win, they move on to the next round. Here's the pitch, and that's taken down for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Brian Rocchio. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that's going to be in there for a strike. Next pitch, and now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. I was going to say, when does Athletes Unlimited come? When does the Athletes Unlimited Softball League start? But that's not till June. So we still got some time. I would really like to do some games this year and cover some. I feel like that'd be so cool. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brian Rocchio. And the pitch is going to be flied out over to left field. Teodosio is there, and he'll make the grab. And there's the first out of the bottom of the 7th. So how do we get here? That's a great question. Figure it out yourself. Just kidding. Aniel Martinez hit a leadoff homer in the bottom of the 1st. David Fry had himself an RBI ground out in the bottom of the 1st as well. And Chase DeLauder had himself a sacrifice fly. That made it 3-0. Speaking of Aniel Martinez, he takes the first pitch way inside. That's to get on out of the box. That ball nearly hit him. Zach Neto also hit a 2-run homer for the Angels. And Daniel Schneemann ended up getting an RBI single to make it 4-2 Cleveland. Martinez versus Bachman. And there's the 1-0, and that's considered to be a ball. Angels decide not to challenge it. That's 2 balls and no strikes. It's also Survivor at 8. Ooh. 2-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. You think I would like Survivor? Who do you think the Eagles will open the season against? The Giants. Don't know why. I haven't even seen any of the peaks. I know that the Eagles are playing against the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. 2 balls, 2 strikes, bottom of the 7th, 1 away. And the 2-2 pitch fouled off. Two and two, bottom of the 7th, 1 away. And the pitch fouled off. We'll do it again. Big Brother 28 got announced today, Haley. Thursday, July 9th premiere episode. 2 and 2 is the count in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. And there's out number 2. Giants are playing their Cowboys on Sunday night. Since when did the San Francisco Giants play the Cowboys? I know you're a San Fran fan. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Jose Ramirez is up. And the pitch is down and in for a ball. Giants are playing the Cowboys week 1. So then it's not the Giants. I was wrong. The pitch to J-Ram. That is fouled away. It's an awesome show. Challenges, alliances, blindsides. How could it get better? I like those types of shows. One ball, 1 strike, bottom of the 7th, 2 outs. The 1-1 pitch, and the slider is in the zone for strike 2. Just catches the outside corner. The 1-2 delivery, and that is a foul ball. Wait, are they actually playing them on Monday? Or sorry, Sunday night? Oh, you're kidding? One-two pitch, grounded over towards the right side. Second baseman picks it up, throws it over to first, and that's in plenty of time. And the inning is done. Well, we've played 7 innings, and we're going to go to the 8th. 4-2 Cleveland. Angels are going to come back on up to the plate. Survivor will make you mad. It has been for me this season. All my faves have been voted off. I need a show to get me mad. I'm too happy. The Eagles are winning the division over the Cowboys this year. I think that the Eagles are winning the division, but I ain't sleeping on those Giants, man. I'm not sleeping on the Giants. I don't know why. And, who knows about Washington? Washington could still have a bounce back year. It could. But if I were to give a team that I trust to win the division, it would be the Eagles. But I've seen crazy things happen in the NFL. Like, who actually thought that the Seattle Seahawks were going to actually win not only just go to the Super Bowl, but win the Super Bowl? It's crazy. One Sunday night is Cowboys versus Giants week 1. Go watch people live on an island with coconuts and water only and vote one another out. All the seasons are on Paramount. I don't have Paramount. I don't have Paramount. That's like the only streaming service I don't have. I think I have everything else. Tonight is P.O. Box night. Yes, sir, it is. If you guys want to ever send stuff to the P.O. Box, you can. You, like, don't even have to send me presents. Like, you don't even have to send me gifts. Like, just send me a letter. I haven't gotten a letter in so long. I love it when you guys send me letters. It makes me so happy. You have no idea. I love opening letters. Eric Sabrowski is going to pitch. 21 games, a 1-1 record. And the 1-1 pitch to Bryce Teodosio. And that's a swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2. Bryce 0 for 2, fouled out and also grounded out. He's just 0 for 4 in this series so far. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And Sabrowski gets his first out via strikeout. Guardians pitching today has struck out 8 batters. The Angels, Detmer struck out 6. Bachman has just struck out 1. Top of the 8th. Runner over nowhere. There's nobody on. There's 1 out. And Vaughn Grissom is up. And the pitch is taken just a bit inside for a ball. 1-0, up high for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes to Vaughn Grissom. And the 2-0 delivery from Sabrowski is up high for ball 3. We are 6 subscribers away from getting to 10,050. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. And turn on the bell icons. 3 balls, no strikes. The 3-0 pitch, here it comes, and that's up high for ball 4. The tying run is going to come on up to the plate. Hope our O-line is back. Last year, Bird's offensive line was rough. Yeah, that would probably help Saquon Barkley. But Barkley, even last year, just was not attacking the holes. I think it'll be better. But, like, he was, like, to be fair, like, he was on a historic run in 2024. Like, that season was historic. Did you really expect him to put up a historic season? No. Did you expect him to be better, though? Yeah. I think he'll be better. 1-0 pitch to Mike Trout, and that is down in the dirt for ball 2. It also skips by the catcher, and heading on over to second base is Grissom. And Trout ahead in the count 2-0, but now he has a runner in scoring position. Austin Hedges just could not field it cleanly. 2 balls, no strikes. The door is still open for the Angels. Neto hit a 2-run homer. That's all the offense for the Halos today. Two balls, no strikes. 1 out, top of the 8th. Mike Trout in the batter's box. The 2-0 pitch, and it's called a strike at the knees on the inside corner. Here's the 2-1 on the way to Trout, and he ropes this one out to left field. It is a foul ball, though. It hits the rail. Oh, man, that sucks. The guy thought that he had it. It went out of his bare hand. Oh, man, that sucks. Let's look again. Did it go out of his bare hand? No, it hit the rail. It hit the rail. All he had to do was move the glove down a little bit more, then he would have caught it. He's mad at himself. 2-2 pitch up high for ball 3. Dang. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Big payoff pitch coming up to Mike Trout. And here it comes. And that's a cold strike 3. Sabrowski throws a strike. Trout's going to challenge it. It was at the knees, though. What a pitch from Eric Sabrowski. Gosh. And Trout says, darn it. And he's down looking on strikes. A heck of a pitch that he threw right there. That was a wicked curveball. Wow. That just flattened out at the end. Two outs, top of the 8th, and the pitch fouled away. That fastball was a little bit outside to Joe Adele. So we do traditional play-by-play on here. I call the games like a traditional play-by-play broadcaster would, but I also like to interact with my chat as well. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Slider was in the dirt, and Adele chased on after it. That was one of the best curveballs I've seen thrown from a pitcher this year. That was a good one. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. The 0-2 pitch, and that's another wild pitch that's going to bounce away from Austin Hedges. And Grissom is now going to head on over to third base. He is now 90 feet away from scoring. Couldn't even block it with his shoulder pad. Nothing like that. Nope. We got 2 Giants fans in the chats. 1-2 pitch fouled away. We're covering the Giants game tonight. I made a post on my community tab, and I screwed up when I originally made the schedule out for this week. I meant to have it that we're doing the Giants game on Wednesday, not Thursday. Pat Bailey struck out today. He didn't even play. 1-2, up high for ball 2. I mean, I guess he could pinch hit, but I doubt it. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Adele, and this ball is fouled over towards the right side and into the second deck. If you were the Phillies next year, who would you hire to be the manager? Me. I would hire myself. But besides me, actually I wouldn't do that because I would miss being on here. The 2-2 pitch, foul ball. Who would I hire next year? I would honestly, and I'm not joking when I say this, I would give a call to Jimmy Rollins. Two balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. So Trout and Adele strike out to end the inning. Another golden opportunity for the Angels, but the Guardians get out of the jam. Let's go. I would actually hire Jimmy Rollins. I would also maybe consider hiring Ricky Battalico. But if we're talking about, like, actual managers, maybe Joe Madden. There's talks about Trout, about being interested in coming to Atlanta. And I say that's going to be a no from me, dog. I would take. Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. Come home, baby. We tried to get Johnny to come on home. Johnny Gaudreau. R.I.P. to Johnny, by the way. But I'd love to get you to come home. Would love that. Mark DeRosa is Phillies manager. I like D-Row. I think that he's a good analyst, and I think that he is... I don't think that he gets love as manager for Team USA. And I can sort of understand the criticism, but I don't like the harsh criticism. This year's criticism, though, when they ended up losing and they just were able to back themselves in because of something that was out of their control, I hear you and I understand that. But I don't want Mark DeRosa as our manager. I can see Pat the Bat being a head coach later on in his life. Ooh. Pat Burrell? That'd be interesting. Here's the pitch. That's outside and high for a ball. Ryan Zefferjan is pitching. 14 games, a 2-1 record. Here's the 1-0. And that is called a strike at the knees. I love it when people call me, "Don't you know that I'm streaming?" They call me as I'm streaming. 1-1 pitch. That's outside for ball 2. Some people don't. The 2-1 pitch. And Louder will foul the next pitch off. I just don't have the room for him, Haley. And he's too inconsistent. I like him. Just don't think he would fit with us. But yet again, this is the person that also says if he comes to Philly, he's converting to a Phillies fan. I hope I didn't put words into your mouth. But I thought that I heard you say those words. 2-2. Those are harsh words, and I apologize if I misspoke. 3-2 pitch. And that is a foul ball over towards the right side. He's a Hall of Famer for sure, even with his struggles, kind of like LeBron. He plays so well when he plays that his stats are amazing. He's just injury prone. Yeah. 3-2 pitch to Chase DeLauder, and he's going to line one out to left field for a base hit. And Chase gets on once again as he punches a single out to left field. And we're going to have a pinch hitter here as Kyle Manzardo is going to pinch hit for Rhys Hoskins. Crazy. We got a runner on over at first. We're in the bottom of the 8th. And Manzardo comes on up, and the pitch is outside for a ball. The final game on Thanksgiving is Packers versus Rams. See, now the final game needs to be Cowboys versus Eagles. I'm sorry. It has to be. They got that wrong. 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. They probably got it right, though, because they realized that during the day they're going to get their most views, so don't listen to me. They got it right. I would just much rather have it at night. I think that you should have the best games at night because I'll be tuning on into those. I like the best for last. 1-1. Foul ball. One-two pitch. And that is a foul ball. November 25th, one day before Thanksgiving on Netflix, is Packers and Rams. Oh, it's the day before Thanksgiving? Oh. One-two pitch. And a called strike 3 on the outside edge. And there's out number 1 in the bottom of the 8th inning. That was a good pitch. Some of these pitchers are just painting these edges perfectly. That day before is Packers and Rams on Netflix. But I don't think that Cowboys and Eagles are the night game, are they? 1 out, and this ball is going to be floated out over towards center. The catch is made. Mike Trout's there. Makes the grab. There's out number 2. Are you worried about NFL fans getting fatigued, says Caleb? I'm not worried about fatigue. That I'm not worried about at all. You know, I guess that sort of like my mind is in baseball mode right now, so it's like it's hard for me to sort of like get out of it. But I know that at that time, it probably makes sense. It does. What's there, like 9 international games this year? The pitch is going to be in there for a strike. I just think personally that Cowboys-Eagles should be the final game, though. But I feel like that the NFL got it right because at the heart of the day, the prime of the day, that's a good time to do it. But also, like, don't like a lot of families eat early dinners on Thanksgiving. So then maybe again, maybe not. I don't know. I'm just pontificating right now. One ball, one strike, and the pitch. That's going to be in there for strike 2. No more platooning for us. We've already had our fair share. Marsh has proven he's an everyday player. I agree. I agree with that. Those following words I never thought would ever come on out of my mouth. But they have. 1-2, and that's outside for ball 2. And by the way, I went back to my post-game show the other day, and I listened to what you said about how he's hitting better against lefties, and you're right about that too. And I didn't even get to that part of my argument because I was doing my own soliloquy, and I got into my own head. But that was something else I wish I would have said. I was like, dang it, Haley, wish I would have said that. 2-2, and that's outside for ball 3. That was last night. Garcia's sitting with his defense. I think his power's going to come back, too. I hope it does. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And we're going to go to the 9th inning. 4-2, Cleveland. And, well, looks like Allen's going to come on in to try to close the door. Or Cade Smith, that is. Excuse me. Cade Smith is the closer for the Cleveland Guardians. And he will try to seal the deal. So is Edmundo Sosa. I like Edmundo Sosa. I do. Does anybody else think about how in 50-plus years there will be sports highlights under Netflix? It bothers me. You know, this whole world is changing. I can't even keep up with it. I don't think anybody can. That's a discussion for another day, but you just look at the sports landscape itself. You think about, like, the streaming rights, and you think about, like, what the customer has to deal with, like, going through all these streaming services. Like, enough already. Can we just get back to, like, one sort of streaming service? Like, just get it, like, you know, just have the games on one spot and then just have a couple of, like, primetime games on another couple of channels. Like, that's fine. But can we just sort of calm down a little bit? Like, I'm watching basketball the other day. I'm watching the Sixers game, and I'm like, I don't know if it's on Peacock. I don't know if it's on NBC or if it's on Amazon Prime. The first game, I think, was on Peacock. The second game was on NBC. The third game was on ESPN. The fourth game was on Amazon Prime. Like, just stick to one. That's my rant about the networks. But I understand that everybody has to get their money. And I understand that, but it makes it so confusing for the customer. It just does. I'm thinking about you guys. I really am. And I'm thinking about me, too. There'll be a generation that has no experience with Netflix decades from now. I hear you. Maybe Netflix can buy and fix ESPN. True. On any other team, I would say, yes, he's an everyday player. But, and this is a but when Bohm is on, he's on. How many times last season was he our only bat? I hear you. I don't like the whining. I don't like the immaturity. Siri can hear what I'm saying right now. I don't know why Siri just activated. It is what it is. We're going to the 9th inning. 1 ball, 1 strike. I am kind of hangry, if you can tell. I kind of get like this when I'm hangry. When I'm hungry. I'm not really angry. I'm angry that I'm hungry. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. We're in the top of the 9th inning. Focus. Cade Smith is out there on the bump. He has a 3.2 ERA, 26 strikeouts, 12 saves on the season. And there's the 1-2. That's going to bounce in the dirt. Austin Hedges has had a really tough time blocking pitches today. Counts now 2-2. Brock Party. It's a Brock Party. Oh, that's funny. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And there's out number 1. A Brock Party for Block Purdy. Balmer sighting at the NBA Combine. Ooh. 1 out, top of the 9th. The pitch. That catches just a bit outside. It's a little outside. There's ball 1. Yankees and O's are in the bottom of the 8th. I understand the hangover. Daughter and I have it. Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the 9th. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Counts 1-2. Snickers. I like Snickers. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Strike 3 called. Got him looking. And there's out number 2. After the game is over, we're going to have a redirect over to BW's channel. Here's Zach Neto in the box, and he takes strike 1 at the knees. The count is 0-1 to Zach Neto. Oh, 1 pitch is down for a ball. So let's add BW's channel right here. Good. 1 ball, 1 strike. Neto in the box, and the 1-1 is inside for ball 2. And the count is now 2-1. Smith has a 3.2 ERA. He's only given up 1 earned run so far in the month of May. And that was on Friday the 8th. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. And Zach Neto and the Angels are down to their final strike. Cleveland fans on their feet. The 2-2 on the way. Swung on and missed, and the ball game is over. Smith strikes out the side and gets save number 13 on the season. The Guardians bring out the brooms, and they sweep the Angels to wrap up a 3-game set out at Progressive Field. And they get the job done. There we go. Good stuff. This was a good game today. Yeah, I enjoyed this. This was... Whoops. I went to the wrong page. My bad. My bad. I gotta stop doing that. I thought I went to the monologue screen. I apologize. This was a good game today. This was a very good game today. One that I really enjoyed. Reed Detmers. I know that he started off bad, but then he settled down. But the Guardians really got to him. They did an awesome job. They put a lot of pressure on him today. I actually, honestly, have the Cleveland Guardians. If they can keep this up, if they can play baseball like this, I still have them as a dark horse. They're one of my dark horse teams in the American League because when they play small ball, when their pitching is on, they could definitely upset teams like the Yankees. They could upset a team like the Seattle Mariners. I really could see that. So I have them as a team that can do a lot of damage. And Jose Ramirez, when he's on, he's on. Stephen Kwan didn't even play today. Chase DeLauder is having an excellent season. This guy is just playing really good baseball. Brian Rincon has played some good baseball too. They have a nice squad. They really do. The Angels today, the Angels just have a lot to figure out. The Angels have some things that they just have to continue to work on, and they're in a very tough spot. You don't know what's going to happen to Mike Trout. Joe Adell's playing really good baseball, but they're just a team that is sort of in this like rebuild mode, but also trying to, I don't really know how to put it. They're sort of stuck in the middle. And that's not really where you want to be as an organization, like where you have some nice, talented players, but the pitching, there's no talent with the pitching for the most part. Detmers was doing okay. And Jose Soriano was doing all right, but other than that, they don't really have anybody else that's helped them as far as pitchers go. They had Romano as their closer. That ended up not working out for them. So they're in a very tough spot. Logan O'Hoppe is still hurt for them. And the Anthony Rendon contract was really bad. That's still hurting them financially. So they're in a very weird, bizarre spot. And there's really not much to say about them. I don't know if they should try to be sellers at the deadline or what they should do, but I feel like that they need to sort of retool and try to get back on track and get themselves into a position where they have some good young starting pitching and try to rebuild this thing again, because clearly it's not worked, and it hasn't worked. So with that, I think that's going to wrap it up. All right. It's 3:45. I got to be on in another 3 hours or so. I still have some editing to do. I still have some emails to get done, and I got to eat some grub. Got to eat some dinner. So I will see you all in the next one, and I also have to make the thumbnail for tonight too. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's important. All right, got some stuff to get done. We have a redirect over to BW's channel. So if you stay on after this, and if you keep your autoplay on, it should automatically take you over to Orioles Birdwatcher. All right, Lila Tov, good night. Catch you all in the next one. Peace out.